victory. Thought our guys played really hard. Thought everybody was, ready to go. You never really know for sure. We had a good week of practice. People kept saying, how would the guys rebound from that game? And I really, if you went strictly by practice, you'd say it looks like a normal week. You wouldn't watch it and say the guys were in the tank or anything like that. I thought we had a good week. But until you play the game, you really don't know. And we came out on fire and just played well. Really proud of everybody. So, hopefully, did you want to ask about Murray?
Have you gotten an update on him?
Murray, there's no update other than he went to the hospital to get an MRI on his knee. I'm not sure which knee it was, I forgot, but we'll find out more later.
Does that mean tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning?
I don't know. There may be something before the night's over, but I don't know right now.
Is that pretty standard, Mark, in those situations? Is that pretty standard to go MRI route to the hospital?
Yeah. I mean, we X-ray certain things, and when you get to knees are more MRI. You just don't know what's going on in there until you take a look.
You guys were trying to get him out of the game anyway.
Yeah, he just didn't want to leave. He didn't want to get out. And that's why you just didn't know how severe it was. You knew something was going on. And he had, I think a week ago, his back got hurt a little bit, and we thought that's what it was. And as it turned out, it was his knee. And then we had already made the sub. We were going with Hudson, and then and Murray was on the bike and everything. And I said, anybody tell Murray yet, so I'm going to tell Murray that you're out. He just was adamant that he wanted to play, that he was fine. And then, so I said, get on the headset and convince your coach, and so he got on the phone to Mike. And then, Mike's like, I better see you running around on the sideline before I put you back in there. And he convinced him that he could go back in and play. And so he did. But as it went on, it was pretty evident that he had a safety out there.
Coach, how impressed were you with Hudson just stepping in?
Hudson did a nice job. I've been saying he did a lot, but Hudson's been ready to play in Georgia here for a couple of years now, and obviously last year we redshirted him so he couldn't play, and this year there's so many close games. We thought we could have played him more by now this season, but every game was so close it was just hard to make a substitution. But as a second team quarterback, you kind of live your life in a state of readiness. You're ready to be a starter, but sometimes you don't even get in the game. It's a very difficult place to be, and he's kept just a tremendous attitude the whole time, and when he has got a chance to play, he's played well.
Mark, did you see Aaron at halftime?
Yeah, I did.
And
He just was, just sad. Family came in to see him, and I left the room at that point. It's about time to address the team anyway, but just spend some time with him, and cause you just, your mind starts racing and all that kind of thing during that time frame. And he just, he just wanted to play, wanted to keep playing, and was not able to.
In the context of the season, or was any part of you thinking, of course?
Well, I didn't say that. He did mention that's about how our season's been, how our season's gone, as far as injuries and everything. But it was tough.
How hard was it to watch him get carried off that field before?
It's just sickening. I mean, I really had a hard time enjoying the rest of the game. There was a couple moments in there where when Big Hugh caught the ball down the middle, that was a big deal. Hugh Williams, our backup tight end, and I knew the sideline would erupt if he caught a ball downfield like that. A guy used to play offensive line and moved to tight end, and even in pregame warm-ups, everybody's watching to see, if we're going to complete the ball and everything, and to have him make a big catch like that was a great moment. There were some other ones too, but it just was hard to have a lot of fun. Even right now, I'm glad we won. I'm really proud of how we did, but it's kind of a crummy feeling right now when you think about what Aaron's going through right now.
Coach, along those lines, I mean, you think with this win, a lot of frustration kind of taken out the way it all went about?
I don't know, we played, we just played with a lot of energy. And, you know, my thing all week was to try to really push the idea of playing your best game if you're a senior, and then playing your best game for your senior teammates. And I think everybody bought into that. And it's easy to sell when these guys are such a good bunch of guys. They're really good leaders for us. And you know, the season had certain expectations, and then certain hopes got dashed along the way. The leadership was great. The unity of our team was rock solid because of those guys. And I've said it a couple times. They were really. This was a fun team to coach, but I think it was mostly because of the seniors and how they led this year.
Coach, leading up to this game, there was a lot of talk about how it might be tougher to bounce back after the way that Auburn game ended than y'all did. Looking ahead to Georgia Tech, do you think it'd be any harder to bounce back than this one?
Well, just, you know, I think it's good to have momentum going into that game. I think if the spirits of your team is down and you go play that game, it's a tough game to win, because the offense that they run is just kind of relentless in how they attack. I mean, they are attacking. And if you're not into it, if your spirit's not into it, and you're not excited about playing that game, you can really have a rough, long day. And even if you are ready to play, you could have a long day. So hopefully our guys will be in good spirits going into this week and we'll have a week of practice.
Knowing you don't have